exciting hour of all-star wrestling.
Look at this, Joe Brody. Again with the Shotgun Sullivan. But I can't help but comment on Mr. Joey Morton's choice of T-shirts today.
How about that? Todd Austin is my #1 fan on the T-shirt of one Joey by God Morton. He's going to be facing rookie Chris Andrews. And Chris Andrews had a very, very good showing for himself here in championship wrestling in recent weeks.
I like this kid, Chris Andrews. I like him a lot. And
got a lot going on for him. Well conditioned.
There's some
good-looking young kid.
Absolutely.
A lot of heart, a lot of desire.
Absolutely. Interesting bit of history here. That I don't know if everyone who's watching is aware of. Joey Morton responsible for breaking this Chris Andrews into the business. This is kind of a mentor meets student situation.
Well, I'll tell you what, it has the potential to be a heck of a good match right there. And there you go, Chris Andrews and Joey Morton squaring off here on Championship Wrestling. Shotgun Sullivan out here, and what we want to do is make sure that he and that cane don't get involved.
Look, what's going on here, Joe Brody? Joey Morton actually taking something out of his tights and giving it to Shotgun for a change.
Usually, if he takes something out of his tights, he's giving it to somebody else,
and quite possibly sometimes Shotgun maybe.
Absolutely, not going to go there, but looks like this could be a great matchup. Has the potential to be. Morton with the experience edge, and Andrews with the youth and. The exuberance and the desire, and definite edge in shoe size. Collar and elbow lockup. Joey Morton took Andrews into the corner. Andrews able to reverse that. He is slightly larger than Joey Morton. I think that'll be a difference that will be.
Look at this, Joe Brody.
Another little exchange over here in the corner. I tell you, I don't know exactly. They're playing a shell game out here is what they're doing. And you being from the streets of Philadelphia, you know what the shell game is.
Absolutely.
And
you had to speak of Philadelphia. How about my Philadelphia Phillies in the World Series this year, Joe Brody?
Well, I don't know if they're going to be able to pull off the repeat or not. I'm no fan of the Phillies or the Yankees, but congratulations on them making it again this year.
Absolutely. Again, I'm a bit curious as to what is transpiring here before us, Joe Brody.
Well, I guarantee you it's something nefarious, Jason Schaefer.
Absolutely.
If Joey Morton and Shotgun Sullivan are involved, they're not passing a pocket Gideon Bible back and forth. I can guarantee you that. Now, look at this.
Look at that.
Andrews shot Morton corner to corner and caught him with a hip toss coming out. I think he really surprised the veteran Morton with that move.
We've got a fired-up Chris Andrews on our hands here today in Bluefield, West Virginia, Joe Brody.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to want to get this win here on television, no doubt about that. Morton complaining, I think, at some point that Andrews pulled his hair, pulled his tights, something of that nature. But, again, I wouldn't leave anything Joey Morton.
What is going on here?
And there's a little bit of verbal exchange back and forth between the two. And Morton's going to lock up collar and elbow with Andrews. Takes that arm and cranks it over one good time. He's saying, Morton saying he's got him, saying it's under control. Cranking it up and over for that second time. And Andrews is going to try for a reversal here.
And powering his way out of it. Powering his way out of it, Joe Brody.
He sure did. I told you he did have a slight size advantage on Morton in this matchup. I thought it would be negligible, but he just proved he has a power edge right there. Big shoulder tackle, and Morton down. So far, this match has been about 90% offense from young Chris Andrews. Surprisingly.
Well, Joe Brody, he certainly got something to prove here, certainly by garnishing a victory over one Joey by God Morton today. Could certainly do nothing but help his career here in the ranks of championship wrestling.
I'll tell you what, I have to tell you, you mentioned the word garnish there, and our director, Tommy Lester, started shaking in his boots and looking around. Must be in danger of having wages garnished over something. I think I would think that 76 Ford LTD's paid off, Jason, but you never know.
You never know.
Oh, and look at that big shot, that big cane shot from Sullivan in the kidneys. Oh, and there
just
Morton
enough to
following it
distract
up.
Chris Andrews
That's
to
right.
allow Morton to gain the upper hand.
You have to be careful with some of the words that you say right there, Jason Schaefer, around some people here. You know, Tommy, a little nervous, a little shaky there, but we're glad to have him here, that's for sure, folks. And Morton taking advantage in the corner, going to put that boot on the throat of Andrews, choking him out in that corner, and man alive.
Kind of slipped his boot there and taking the laces
Shotgun
right
Sullivan,
across the eyes of
Shotgun Sullivan
Andrews.
just looking for an opportunity here to try to sneak in another shot with that cane. And, you know,
Big
Sullivan,
suplex.
Sullivan's been out here so many times today on our television program. He's worn out 3 sets of boots, Jason Schaefer.
Yep. You know, between all of his trips to ringside the other night at Cole Nissan.
Oh, look at that. I don't mean to interrupt you, Jason, but young Chris Andrews blocked a punch by Joey Morton and fired back on his own. I thought he was going to take advantage, but Morton cut him off with the rake to the eyes. Now he's going to shoot him off and caught him coming off with that big back elbow and puts the youngster down. Morton signaling, that's it. Covers his young man.
There's no way, Joe Brody.
He's going to have to hook a leg on this young man for sure.
Watch what you're cooking over there,
I'll
Mr.
tell you
Brody.
what, and talking about cooking, if you folks want to cook up a good deal on a car, come down and see my good buddy Jason Schaefer here at the Cole Automotive Group. If you want to get in a car, he can get you in a new car.
Yeah, that's
absolutely,
right.
or a used vehicle. I want to tell you folks, absolutely, my good friend Jason here, I did purchase the car that my wife and I drive from my good friend Jason, so I know all about what a good deal Jason can make you.
That's right. You know what they say, Joe Brody? Everybody loves a Jason Schaefer deal. Chris Andrews not loving it too much in the center of the squared circle today.
No,
Morton,
he's getting the raw deal from Joey Morton.
From one
right
Joey
there.
Morton, that's right.
And Morton got him over. And look at that. Look at that camera. What great camera work right in his face there. Morton just raking at the eyes and pulling at his nose. And, man alive. Oh, look at that big right-hand shot. And what great camera work. Folks, you'll notice in the corner there, the yellow bandanas in memoriam.
Again, in memoriam. That's right.
Great friend, Championship Wrestling, lost a true champion and a great friend.
Rookie of the year, Joe Brody.
Rookie of the year, absolutely, without a doubt, Stacy McClam. We want to send a shout-out to his family if they're watching, and their condolences to you. And Stacy will always be missed here in Championship Wrestling.
Andrews goes to the corner. Rather, Joey Morton finds nobody home.
I tell you what, he just hit a full head of steam and came up zeros. And look at that shot.
One of those.
Shots by – I'll tell you what, this is as good an outing out here, as good a performance as I've seen out of Andrews.
We're seeing a new man here today, Joe Brody. He's fired up, and he's all about business.
Big drop kick. Look at that. Morton down.
Hooks the leg, but comes up with a 2 count.
Referee Pee Wee Harris counting to 2. And big right-hand shot from Andrews on Morton. Oh, and look at this. Look at this.
Takes the
whoa, wait a minute. Look at that.
His boots on
Man
the top
alive.
rope.
Referee Pee Wee Harris signals for the bell.
Look
and,
at this, Joe Brody.
Joey Morton had both feet propped up on the ropes, gaining some extra leverage.
Look at this,
and,
Joe Brody.
in the ring,
Eric St. Clair coming to the ring, demanding a word with Pee Wee Harris.
In the ring, look at that. St. Clair pointing out to referee Pee Wee Harris that Joey Morton had his feet on the ropes. But you know what? If Harris didn't see it, it's really I don't know if it would be reviewable or not.
Point, isn't it?
It is. Once he counts to 3, that's pretty much it. Now we can send a videotape of this in and have it reviewed. But folks, right here, I'm going to see if I can get St. Clair over here and get a word with him.